for the biggest and brightest day out ever, it's got to be Flambards.
Believe in dreams at Oakwood Theme Park, Pembrokeshire, Wales's biggest family adventure.
This is awesome. In today's Urbandoned video, we are exploring the UK's abandoned theme parks. We visited the vacant Flambards Amusement Park in Cornwall and Oakwood Theme Park in South Wales to witness the beloved locations in an abandoned state. There are still surprising discoveries to be made. Oh my god, the sensor's still working here. It's definitely going to tell him exactly where we are if he's outside. Join us as we explore what's left and attempt to outlast the patrolling security guards. Oh fuck! Hello.
How you doing, buddy? You okay?
Yeah.
You alright?
You alright?
Are you all with me? You on private property?
Yes.
Experience Oakwood Theme Park. Enjoy the thrills. It's a great family day out for kids and grown-ups. See the magic of Neverland. Celebrate 20 years anniversary of Megafobia and Oakwood. Buy tickets and save online now. Wales's biggest family adventure. Believe in dreams at Oakwood Theme Park, Pembrokeshire.
It's an autumnal evening. We're on our way to an abandoned theme park that we're only really visiting because we're in the area. We'd heard that one of the main roller coasters is being dismantled currently, so kind of the last chance to see it in a somewhat abandoned state. But with an hour of daylight or so, we'll see how this one goes. We're taking a classic approach completely around the back to avoid any eyes looking over us. We're on site now, got our first little kiddie ride there with the pirate animatronic. It's like a little pirate ship. Naturally, as soon as we get on site, the rain starts to come down as it does for all our theme park explorers. As you might have anticipated, although these rides are cool, we're heading straight for the roller coasters, especially with limited daylight. This is weird, isn't it, with all the grass cut? This bridge will go. Yeah, it is. This is going to be a different type of video. It needs to be a bit more run and gun on this one with security lurking around. See more rides over there. Big roller coaster and water slides. I think that's like a bobsleigh track there coming down from that hill. Looks pretty fun. But yeah, this is the station for Megafobia, I believe it's called. Let's see if we can get on the track. Look at that, the lights are on in the station.
Got to be very careful for these station cameras there. There's one that we've just spotted.
I love roller coasters. I would have loved to go on this one. Looks really cool. Beautiful views of the lake as well as you skirt around. This is pretty cool. I've seen a abandoned wooden roller coaster before, being the ultimate, but we didn't film a video there.
It's like they always make them to look as rickety as possible. Like you wouldn't trust it.
Do you like roller coasters?
I do, yeah. I've ridden a wooden one actually. It's a labyrinth of planks in it.
Yeah. I wonder how many parts it takes to build one of these.
This is a first for me, actually having to climb a roller coaster. It's pretty cool, considering Camelot, one of the UK staples, was a local spot for me back in the day. Never got to climb the likes of the Nightmare. It gets much steeper here, and you really don't want to miss. Place your step.
Not every day you get a chance to do this. Decided not to take the highest hump because it'd be very visible from the active caravan park to the right. But this will certainly do. I'm sure this will give any former riders the memories that they hoped for watching this video. Minutes into our Oakwood exploration, we had already made it to one of the park's headline attractions, Megaphobia. The intense ride was once considered one of the best wooden roller coasters in the world. Megaphobia was only operational since 1996, but Oakwood was already an established theme park, opening in 1987 in Pembrokeshire after the land's owners desired a shift from farm life into tourism. In the beginning, it only offered simple family attractions, but moving into the 2000s, it would introduce more thrill-seeking rides like Speed, Hydro and Megaphobia, growing quickly to become Wales's largest theme park.
There's been a sense of shock and sadness today at the news that one of Wales's top tourist attractions, the Oakwood Theme Park in Pembrokeshire, has closed because of falling visitor numbers. Tourism leaders say it's a blow not just for the area, but for the industry across Wales.
The innards of the little section I climbed up. See Alistair peering over the edge up there as he's getting the cinematic shots. You'll be able to see on camera actually, you can't even make the end of the roller coaster. It's that thick with planks. It felt tall where we were then, never mind up there.
There's a cam there on that pole, but looks pretty old. We've got some water slides with the pool long drained, and then a kids shooting range kind of thing down here. That shutter's not going to come up though to give us a look inside. These are pretty cool though. And you've got another one over there. It's kind of like a little water park. Got the conveyor there that would have delivered the rafts back to the top of the slides. pushing into the woods here. This is one of the recent removals, which I would have liked to see because I love roller coasters in the woods. You can see that the parts are still here, or at least the supports. And there's a few little bits of track left, probably to be sold off.
Splitting off so we can see a bit of the park, both accepting the fact that at any moment a car's probably going to appear. See roller coasters to our right, which I think we'll then work our way around to in a moment. These two big, steep, more exhilarating slides, bit tame to the likes of active European water parks, but nonetheless, still very cool.
I'm thinking maybe a little exit ride section here, and the photos would be up so you could have a pic, or just take a picture of the screen. Now this used to say speed, but not anymore. We are in the final days of this being here. Look at the loop.
Oh my god.
That is pretty cool, to be fair. I was saying on the way here, it's probably rarer to see it like this than with it all intact. But very sad. The support's still up. I believe that was a big bank turn and then it would come into the loop. Who else can say that they touched the track and saw it in this way? It's very bizarre. I think the atmosphere here with the daylight fading really makes this quite creepy. Speed, a major thrill addition to Oakwood in 2006, was a steel roller coaster with a queasy 97 degrees beyond vertical drop, 2 inversions and speeds of up to 59 miles per hour. In 2008, Oakwood was taken over by Aspro Parks, who would invest £25 million into Wales' largest amusement park. Despite this, as visitor numbers decreased, 40 years of operation would conclude in March 2025, Aspro claiming it was the first attraction they had ever lost in their history.
For such an epic ride, you'd expect a little bit more of a queuing entrance. Positively for us, I think I can see the cart on here, so dare I say it, no cameras, but it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, look at that. Still in situ. I imagine this will not be here for very long. Old camera there. This is by far the best section of the theme park. It's still got speed on it, which would have been on the board as we walked in.
Weeks after our visit in 2025, Speed had been erased from Pembrokeshire, planned to be relocated to an amusement park in France, where it will open in 2026. Moving towards one of the final rides that we're really interested in here. The rest of it is mostly kids stuff. And this is a log flume, and it's got an interior bit which could be really cool if it's all still intact inside. Brand new cam there, should we just send it?
I mean, yeah, we've been in front of loads of them. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. It emerges from this kind of fake set, comes down and would obviously leave all the riders very wet. And it is currently filled with some water, but mainly just rainwater. Heading in. This is how it would go as well from the station. Holy shit. Oh my god, the sensor's still working here. That is fucking awesome. You hear that? Yeah. It's this cannon. We just saw someone drive past on a buggy, so let's see how much of this we can get through.
This is a new style of alarm, isn't it?
Yeah, this is fucking... It's definitely going to tell him exactly where we are if he's outside. And this is the pirate theme, or the treasure. And then I presume it will go up to the drop.
You'd think the pigeons in here would set that off all the time.
Yeah. I think security's gone straight to the speed roller coaster we were getting dismantled. They're not too fussed about the old log flume anymore. But I am. This is awesome. Down you go.
One way to give all.
Holy fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Yeah, they surely have heard us by now.
The cameras and power's all still live for this ride. It's partly because it's alarmed inside. You see the camera feeding to this monitor.
After covering more than we had hoped, our luck would eventually run out.
Oh fuck. That's us. Yeah, they've seen me. Yeah. Hello.
How you doing, buddy? You okay?
Yeah.
You alright, guys?
You alright?
Are you aware that you're on private property?
Yes.
You shouldn't be on here, guys.
No, we know.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright? Yeah. Do you want to take that way for me? Yeah.
Sorry about that. You having a lot of call outs?
Yeah. So, boys, yeah. have you just got on your view?
Yeah, we've pretty much just got not been here before.
Truthfully?
Yeah. No, if we get caught and has to leave, we don't come back.
Yeah, that's all good.
We heard that the orange one's getting dismantled, isn't it? So we wanted to last chance, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You've got to try anyway.
Yeah. You understand.
Yeah.
Flambards. For the biggest and brightest day out ever, it's got to be Flambards.
We're at an abandoned theme park, trying to get on site. It's going to make a noise, isn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be easy. Step onto the wood on the other side there. This place has had a lot of media attention since it closed, so things are being changed. We're hoping we've hit it quite early in the morning that we'll be able to get a good look at everything before we get caught. No, neither. We do expect to get caught at some point. We're on site. Already got a few rides ahead of us. Just need to keep an eye out for any new cameras that they've installed. It's like a whole space shuttle. And you can see spaces where rides would have been on the left. And there under those canopies. But they've been removed. We think they're trying to sell a lot of the rides. But this is still here. As is this little train. This looks like a kids section from First Assessment. Little control box for the train. And we can follow its track to see how overgrown it gets. I was thinking maybe there'd be some animatronics or characters in the bushes, but if there is, they've been well overgrown. This just loops back to the remaining cars. 4-seater. There's fog creeping in. It looks very atmospheric. We've got eyes on a camera over there, but it's not looking in this direction. I believe this building, whether we can get inside or not, was like a 4D cinema. And this is a little ice cream shop. But the paths are all very overgrown. The flowers uncared for. It's a very ghostly shell of what it once was. Maybe a few more rides in this clearing, but can't go there because of the camera. So we've had to come around the back of this, the cinema, because of the camera. And now we're going to exit site. We've seen the 30s Funland. Now we're going to go try and get to the more adventurous rides. Okay. We think that's security's building, or one of them. It's got to be really quiet as we go past. The weather got really bad, so we had to abandon our attempt earlier this morning. It was quite something. You can kind of see the marks on Ollie's jumper, because you know he didn't bring a coat. And now we're back, and we're going to try and get into the bigger section where the more thrill-seeking rides are. We do think that security are going to be more on it at this bit though, so we'll see how long we have. There's a big camera that overlooks it, and we're saying that if that camera doesn't work, then what would even be the point of security being here and not being at this area? This is where we're going to get over. Right by the massive roller coaster. Looks clear.
Take your time. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, maybe to the left of that Able building, there might be a cam. Wow, this is cool. It's all so overgrown. You can see us here? No. Okay. There's a new camera. So if we're going anywhere to the right, we're going to do it later. This is so cool. So intact. Yeah, overgrown. It's not the most high adrenaline roller coaster, but not often you see one of these in an abandoned state. With foliage growing through it.
We had reached the Hornet, a small family ride that opened in 1995, once the most southerly roller coaster in the UK. Flambards Theme Park in Cornwall began primarily as an aviation attraction and museum and expanded over the next decades into a family amusement park. It was a much smaller theme park than Oakwood, famous for its Victorian village exhibit. In the summer, it would be the perfect spot for holidaying families to come for almost 50 years.
We have spotted a cam inside the building where the roller coaster begins, but you can see the carriage is still here and goes through inside. Pretty cool that that's still there.
Into the 2000s, the site was struggling financially. By November 2024, Flambards would close, blaming declining visitor numbers and economic challenges.
Doesn't help that the active children's play centre is still operational right next to the roller coaster. Okay. Should we go into the track here to get some shots? Because it's quite cool, the bush is coming up and we're covered. Yeah, go for it. It's crazy. Look at those rides as well. Make it quick. Car park's full. It's locked in it.
Oh, another kill.
I know, the kid was shouting at us saying, look at the people. Old cam, similar to the one inside the roller coaster station on that roller coaster dead ahead, the ride dead ahead. Yeah. That cam looks new, I'd say. It seems like a weird place to put it. I'm gonna look at this. Sorry, plane out of service. This is based on the Disney film. Looks pretty perfectly intact. see these ones have been topped up, which I imagine means that they're going to sell them. This one's got the park's name on it. It's very, very cool, even if it's topped up. I hope the camera's not getting too many raindrops on it. It has just started raining again. Typically. Covered in spider webs. And get onto the ride. Obviously the seats are all covered up, but still pretty cool. It's the control cabin. Still completely intact. All the controls are there. Could be us staying here for a little bit to take shelter from the rain. There's your list of all the rides. Wonder how many have been taken out. Okay, coming towards the log flume, which is very, very intact. Missing its water. It's quite unusual to any log flume you would have seen before. It's pretty simplistic, just one big drop, you'd get soaked. Passerbys coming down this path will be able to laugh at you and get soaked as well. And then it just loops back round to the empty station. I believe I can cross here. And you can see into the workings of the flume. The floor looks a bit sketchy though. Surprisingly solid. But yeah, they look like big pumps. I'm quite unsure how it would work. Doesn't seem to be a chain like a roller coaster lift hill. So on Google Maps it looks like where this square was there used to be another ride, but it's been sold off. And by the dilapidated looking F1 car up there, I would imagine they used to have access to the Formula 1 carts too, but have sold it to the Children's Play Centre. This is quite a nice overview of the whole park, to be fair, with this single track ride that loops around the log flume, and you see the roller coaster and the other two thrill rides in the distance. It's quite eerie with the faded sounds of the children playing in the play centre when nothing is happening here anymore.
Similarly to our exploration of Oakwood, our freedom was running out.
Didn't see this, the log flume was called Colorado, and this would have been where the queue line was. We can walk straight in, no need to queue.
Sorry?
Why you now run?
We don't want to make your job any harder. Sorry, we're just taking... Sorry? Yeah. Sorry.
Do you mind?
Huh?
Do you mind? Us
Yeah.
taking pictures, you do mind?
Security.
Yeah.
Not just round looking, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy job, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yesterday 7 kids. This for your safety, now for me.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did you know we were here?
I?
How did you know we were here?
Because I now sit down in bum doing nothing. I all time go round.
Oh, I see, yeah. Fair
I
enough.
see first you, I see. But,
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about the...
have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Fingers crossed you now come back. This way, guys, please.
Oh. We're just stupid.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
He was actually sound.
Nice.
Yeah. Although he warned us of what would happen if the same thing was happening in Russia, or in Latvia, I think he said. Oh well, we saw pretty much everything.
Yeah, perfect.
Job well done.
By 2025, the majority of rides at Oakwood and Flambards have been removed, either to be auctioned off or scrapped. A combined 90 years of memory making for all who visited has been permanently erased, and now only the memories will live on. Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned UK theme parks. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed some more unique abandoned locations than we do usually. See you next time.